That's done.
And that's Dash.
And we're rolling bones.
We're here with another Talko Tuesday. I did clean my hobby space. I had the 5 feet, so I've got 3 shelves just stacked full. And they were full at the time. I don't know exactly how I did this, but I pulled it off. And in front of the shelves, at least on the 2, so I have a table in between a couple of them. So everything to the left of my table had about 5 feet out from the shelves, out 5 feet, covered with hobby stuff. So a box here, a little stack of sprues, a bag full of stuff, some board games that I got from Kickstarter, just all sorts of stuff. And it was chaos. So a few Saturdays ago, I picked everything up. I consolidated a few things. I considerably reorganized. I found my army painter paints that I just got, and I put those into a plastic bin that I've been trying to figure out, what am I going to do with this thing? I'm never going to use it. I almost threw it away. I thought, no, these army painter paints are going to fit in here perfectly. So I've got army painter and Vallejo in there now. And I've got models stacked away very nice and neat. I've got my art supplies all in one place instead of scattered all over. It's a lot easier to find stuff, and I don't have that walking space now covered with that was covered with models.
I'm glad that my crafting area and stuff like that never gets chaotic and never has any, I don't know. I know where everything is. Everything's in its place. As we're looking on the other side of the camera to my hobby area that has boxes everywhere, things everywhere. I never can find anything. And I try and organize it, get halfway through, don't finish.
One thing I discovered is things I'd forgotten I even owned. I'm glad I did it. So I don't know how long it's been for you, but you might discover, oh yeah, I do have this little item of value that I was thinking about buying again.
Getting it organized, getting your stuff where it goes, and organizing stuff. I even bought stuff to organize stuff the other day, and I just haven't gotten to organizing stuff to where it needs to be. I did pick up these, which Dunn had convinced me to do.
These things are amazing, I think.
They're 2 for $10, two trays for $10 at Walmart. They stack together well.
They lock together using these.
Yeah, and then you just got your stuff here to put your stuff. So this is some of my Blood Bowl stuff.
And they're semi-modular. You can take these red inserts out.
Yeah, the black sections you can't, but the red ones you can.
If you really wanted the space, you could get a hobby knife and cut the black stuff out.
Yeah, but I like I found for me, it works just fine.
Yeah, I've not found a reason to need to modify it further than what I need with the red.
Those won't be for my Warhammer stuff, because the Warhammer stuff, they're just too big of sizes it doesn't work for that. But like for my other games, so most of my Frostgrave stuff's in packaging like that.
Most skirmish you could do in there.
Yeah, my Blood Bowl, the models for Blood Bowl are in there. The Dracula's America, all of that stuff's in there, and it makes it just so nice just to be able to grab and go. I need to work out my labeling a little bit better because they all look the same. I have some initials on there, but Dunn and I had talked about putting just some box art on the flip up tabs.
Oh yeah,
the locking tabs. Just putting some stuff on there for the game, so that you know what games are there at a glance.
That's actually, I forgot about that. That'd be helpful.
Yeah.
Box art. Keep your boxes and cut them up if you need to, because they serve a purpose.
I keep my boxes anyway just to stack crap in.
Oh yeah, my big boxes, I absolutely do. I store stuff in those.
Change the topic. I got a message on Amazon of something I might like, and it was the Risk. Warhammer 40,000 Risk.
Really?
And I thought about that, and I was like, oh, that
would
would be a lot of fun.
I watched
part of a game on mini wargaming. I played through it. So it's interesting because it plays a lot like Risk, but then it adds in a few extra things.
Mm.
And then obviously the map's different because you're in the galaxy instead of and so you have to work out. That's my favorite thing about the Lord of the Rings Risk is that the map's different.
Yeah.
Because I have my one of two tactics that I use in regular Risk to do. If I can't do the one, then I do the other one, and if I know I can't do either one, I'm not going to win. But with a different map, I like the fact that I have to do things differently.
Uh-huh.
And then also with that, at the same time, I saw, and this isn't Warhammer related or anything, it was just at the same time, was the Legacy Risk, which I was kind of interested in looking at. Because we have Betrayal Legacy, which is Betrayal at House on the Hill, or whatever the name of the regular game is. But the Legacy version is a lot of fun and changes the game. Once you've played through the Legacy version, it changes your box game of basically Betrayal at House on the Hill to make your game unique of its own. Like no one else will have the same gameplay as you when they play through the same hunt or the same stuff, because things are different. You've gotten different people, you've gotten different like stuff. So
it's the choices that you as players make
during
matter.
the campaign of playing, which is like 10 games or something like that, you lose certain things that might have been in the that someone else might have, and you'll have access to things that other people wouldn't have. And then depending on what house you play as, like, you have access to certain things, certain bonuses and stuff like that based on what happened during the game. So to me, that's a lot of fun, and that's a cool thing to have. So I was looking, but I was like, Risk might be a lot of fun to do, like the Legacy
Risk. Yeah, that'd be a ton of fun, I would think. So in the Warhammer Risk, though, what armies do they have?
So I saw the three that they played were Orcs, Chaos, and Eldar.
Okay.
So, and I'm sure they have Space Marines, Imperium at least in there,
faction.
But
Makes sense.
So that was cool. Oh, and then I saw Warhammer Monopoly.
Oh, cool.
And I like the pieces. Obviously, the board's the same. Probably, laid out the same. Probably most of the gameplay is regular Monopoly. But like the pieces, there was a Space Marine head. There was a 8-pointed star. There was.
So they even went with the weird eclectic collection of baubles to represent the players.
For Warhammer. In the Warhammer Risk, it was, you also have a special character, like a leader, who gives your guys bonuses when they're fighting in that area.
I like it.
We've been playing Harry Potter Clue. I really like that game. Secret passages that move and change based on your die rolls. A lot more fun to try and figure out if it's Draco Malfoy with the Vanishing Closet and the, room of requirements.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
If you like Harry Potter and you like Clue, it's a good one to get.
A good portion of the games I've backed on Kickstarter are because it has either models or STL files, so I can print models.
Yeah.
And I found one recently that looks really cool. It's a modular dungeon of sorts that you print it out, and then you've got these little clips. I'm not sure if you buy the clips or if you print those out as well. I'm not sure how they'd work if you print them out. It seems a little brittle to me, because that resin is pretty hard. Anyways, you clip everything together, and you've got this dungeon you just 3D printed, and the walls can move and be placed where you want them as you need them. Seems really cool.
Zombicide still, like, you got your one Zombicide.
Yes.
The Night of the Living Dead Zombicide. But we have the other one that they're talking about, like, finally getting to shipping, right? With that one?
Should be soon.
Yeah.
I think a month ago they were thinking they'd have it to us by now, but
I the last one I saw, I know they said we're still waiting. Like it was pushed back for something, which I understand. Everybody's behind because of the world we live in,
and everything it slowed everything down.
Yeah, I have a ton of digital files to print, and I just don't print them. Like,
that's another thing.
For
is,
Frostgrave, I got so many files.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I got most of them free. I got them on Thingiverse and stuff
That's
like
good.
that. But
I paid for mine.
yeah, but I just don't print them.
I don't either.
It's
I
right
need
there.
to.
There's no reason that I shouldn't have my 3D printer printing all day long every day, but I just don't do it.
Well, a reason I don't is I'm not going to print until I'm ready to play with those models, or I'm expecting to.
Well, why didn't I do it for my Frostgrave stuff that I had a million things in there to do?
Well, because we need to pick Frostgrave up again in the future. I think that'll be it's going to come back around.
Oh, it will. I mean, that's the thing with all of these is we kind of have to cycle through them a little bit because there's so many games out there, and I understand why some people are like, well, I only have time to play one game. I enjoy the fact that I have other things to play and other things to do and to keep me interested. The hard part is when I make my friends play the game I'm interested in instead of like they're interested in something else, and I make them play my game. Like, I have a good friend who plays Adeptus Titanicus, and I never play with him because I didn't buy it and didn't get into it. But I make him play all the games that I'm into. I won't name names, Dan.
I actually talked to there is one person I play Adeptus Titanicus with, and I talked to him today. So
yeah, and it's not that I'm against playing. I just one more thing to go buy. It
is, and that's why I've quit buying a lot of other games that I used to collect avidly. Mm-hmm. Shadespire.
Yeah, and that's another game I haven't played yet, and I want to play.
I haven't even played a game. And I guess I shouldn't call it Shadespire. It's Warhammer Underworlds.
Yeah.
I collected the first 2 seasons, or whatever you want to call them, almost down to everything they released, with maybe some exceptions. I don't know. So I've got those full 2 sets. The Night Vault season still in its packaging. At least with the Shadespire, I can say I've clipped the models off the sprues and I've assembled them. And I've put the cards in sleeves and everything. So I've got that. But I haven't played a game yet. I should try a game.
I have my Shadespire. I haven't played it, but everything's painted. I don't have my stuff sleeved. I should, but everything's painted and ready to go.
I don't think you need it.
Yeah, but it's better. And so I'm ready to go. I just haven't played it. I haven't even finished reading the rules all the way through.
I haven't.
Like I read most of them, but I haven't finished them. So, and I only have Shadespire. I didn't get Night Vault or any of the others.
Warcry.
I want to play Warcry, and I have my team. I finally finished all the models for my. Well, I need to finish their basing. Dang it! Not finished. But I have my guys for Warcry that I have there. And I haven't played a game of Warcry yet. I know you played.
I have. I've played some tournament stuff with the friendly local gaming store.
Yeah.
I love Warcry. It's got a lot of... it seems really simple on the surface, but when you start playing a game, you realize there's more depth to it than
that's weird.
You can look at.
That's weird that we think of a game and we think, oh yeah, that's good, we can do that, and then it gets like
way out of hand fast.
Frostgrave was that way. Like I thought, oh, that's cool, skirmish game, don't need much. Oh, I need more for Frostgrave than I do for almost any other game other than Warhammer.
You could argue I didn't buy the 3D printer for Frostgrave, but I used my 3D printer for Frostgrave heavily, and you could justify $500 purchase just on a printer for Frostgrave and still claim you saved money. So. Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this video, and again, if there's any questions or comments, put them down below, and we will answer those. Or again, if there's any questions or comments, put them down below, and we will respond to those. And thanks for tuning in.
Yep, thanks for watching.